Hello and welcome to Common Sense TV. I'm your host, the Doctor of Common Sense, E.T. Williams. Donald Trump was recently on Face the Nation, and the fella interviewing him showed a clip of this Muslim terror group, I think it's Al-Shabaab, who used Donald Trump's face and image on the statement of him saying we need to stop these Muslims from coming over until we get things underhand. I'll let you listen to the clip. But what's interesting in this is that maybe the people like Hillary and others actually gave them this, because you hadn't seen the video before Hillary and some of these GOP members, some of the idiots from the left, started saying Donald Trump's, what he said was actually a recruiting tool. Now, let's understand something here. If this is a training tool, why are they coming to our country in the first place? And they're using this to say that if Donald Trump is saying that people coming over here trying to kill us, we don't allow them to come over here, they're going to make us want to kill us anyway? That doesn't make any sense. Because if you had no intentions on trying to kill somebody, that's not going to make you turn into a killer in the first place. That means it was already in you. So that's an insane argument by the man who presents the argument. I thought it was a false premise that he set up a straw man and knocked him down. Me telling you that you can't come in until we get everything straightened out or figured out, because some of you are coming over here trying to kill us, should not make you want to go do killing. All that does is prove the point. That proves what you really wanted to do anyway. But let's take a look at Donald Trump, and we'll be right back on his spin on the whole situation. And this is the clip.
Complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what is going on.
And then the video goes on and says, the West will eventually turn against its Muslim citizens. They're saying to Muslims, either you join jihad or leave the United States because of what Mr. Trump is proposing.
Look, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
I bring it up. Other people have called me and they say, well, you have guts to bring it up because, frankly, it's true, but nobody wants to get involved.
Of course it's true.
Now people are getting involved. People that are on different persuasions than me right now, John, are saying, you know, maybe Trump isn't wrong. We want to examine.
Of course he's not wrong.
There's a lot of bad stuff going on. I'm watching the news tonight, actually, CBS. And so many of the elements, you look at Germany, you look at Brussels, you look all over the world, they're shutting down cities that never had a problem before. They're shutting down countries that never had a problem before. You look at Paris, what happened?
Who's shutting it down?
California, what happened? John, maybe it's not politically correct. There's a big problem out there, and we have to solve the problem.
Does it concern you at all that you're being used in essentially a recruitment video by a terrorist organization?
They use other people too. I mean, what am I going to do? I have to say what I have to say.
Thank you.
And you know what I have to say? There's a problem.
We
have to find out what is the problem, and we have to solve that problem.
Now, what I do like about Mr. Trump is that when the host tried to get him to back up, says, listen, they're using your image and your face and as a recruiting for a video. No, these bastards was going to be recruited anyway. He says, look at Germany. Look at Brussels. Look at these countries. You can name Paris. You can name France. You can name the UK, Canada. Who made them go over there and act like that? None of these people banned them. Look what's been happening in France. They didn't ban them. For not banning them, they got attacked. As a matter of fact, they've been having quite a bit of attacks in 2015. So how is it you not addressing the situation changes or nullifies what the true root of the problem is? And I think this is what Mr. Trump was trying to say. The root of the problem is they got a lot of hate in them. And regardless if he says it or nobody says it, a lot of people want to believe what he's saying, but they don't have the kahunas to say it. He just said it. So they're actually saying that by him saying this, it's going to make you become a murderer. I always just find this almost laughable when people come up with this. This is a recruiting video. So if I start calling you a rapist enough, will that turn you into a rapist? If I start calling you a bank robber enough, would that turn you into a bank robber? No, these bastards are sick anyway. And if this, what Donald Trump says, is going to make you go join ISIS or Al-Qaeda or any of these other radical Muslim groups, you were going to do it anyway. You're sick anyway. So the problem is not Donald Trump's language. Problem is, these phony leaders that we have in charge should have stopped these SOBs from coming over here anyway. And then let's not even talk about the ones who are being over here inside the prisons, the ones who are going to the mosque. They're being recruited there. So we got to do something to stop this foolishness that's going on, because they're going to kill us all. But the problem is this is another reason Barack Obama should scare you. He's constantly talking about taking your guns. At the same time, the radical Muslims are talking about killing you, coming to your country, recruiting in your country, homegrown terrorists. Should that scare you? They're worrying about what Donald Trump says. He spoke the truth. That's going to make somebody kill who wouldn't normally kill? Is that a joke or what? The argument is so ridiculous that I can't believe anybody comes up with this damn argument, that he's going to force them to start being murderers. How insane is that argument? I would like to tell the host, if I call you a child molester enough, will you become a child molester? No, that's what they wanted to do anyway. So you're saying there's a flaw in the teachings of Islam that makes them more subject to violence by somebody saying, don't be violent, we're not going to allow you over here. How about stay in your own damn country? Why are they so anxious to come to the West anyway? We're nothing but a bunch of infidels. The reason for coming over is to take over or attack us. There is no getting around it. Because if you're going to come over here and you're admitting that our ways are better than your ways, adjust to our custom. No, you can't have Sharia law. Effing hell to the no, you can't have Sharia law. No, we're going to adopt your customs. If you don't like pork, cover your nose. If you don't like certain things coming over here, don't go in public. But you can't come to our country telling us to assimilate to your ways. It's never going to happen.